what's up you guys, it's Super Mario Richie, and we're back with another video in 2023, because this year we're going to be doing another annual Mario Plush Collection, and we're going to be showing you guys how much the collection has grown since last year. But in this particular video, we're going to be going over how many Mario Plushes are in my Mario Plush Collection right now. If you're new around here, then make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we do tons and tons of Mario Plush videos. And in this particular one, we're going to figure out how many we have in my collection this year. I think last year we had around 100, almost in 200, so we're gonna see how much we're in this year. We're gonna be slowly counting them up as we show them in each section and category. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So I got the whole collection laid out here, and honestly, I think I have to just put them all in the piles again like I do every year. I kind of started like a Bowser pile there, got like a Mario and Luigi one there. Most of them are still in the bins, and I have to get them out still. And I'm gonna be showing each one individually this year, so that's gonna be different. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so I think I just about have all of the collection out, and now I'm starting to get really overwhelmed. Like, look at this entire pile here. This is where I have to start, so we're gonna have to clear that all off, ironically. So I was thinking we would start with the Mario section. So with that being said, guys, let's get into it. So I thought I'd start this collection off by showing you guys the first Mario I ever got. This is the Goldie Mario. I found it in like a Toys R Us back in like 2009 or like 2008. I got up the Luigi the same day, so those two are like my first ever Mario plushes that like kicked off the collection. But yeah, his head's really floppy now because I played with it a lot when I was younger, and it just looks really weird now. But if you keep his head like this, and he'll look more normal, but I just butchered it. But yeah, I thought that'd be a nice start. And then we have the new Super Mario Bros. Wii Mario. Now, I got this as my second Mario to replace that one for its floppy neck, and I actually used this as the Mario for the beginning of my channel. So if you go back and look at those, then like they exist. And here's the Mario I use in my videos today. This is the Mario All-Stars one. It's like the newest one they released. I actually got this off Amazon, and if you guys are wondering where I get most of my plushes from, I'd highly recommend Amazon. Just go to the Little Buddy or Sine like selling thing. They sell all the official ones. Then we got the Sine Fire Mario. This is the older one, and his mustache actually fell off and we sewed it back, so he looks kind of weird. And then we have the newer All-Stars Fire Mario. I actually really love how this looks, and I'm really happy I got it to like replace that one. I really love this. Honestly, you're gonna see this later in the collection anyway, but like if you get him to hold this, then that just looks really cool, like Smash Bros. And then we have the bootleg Big Booty Fire Mario. They messed up my plastic surgery. I got 3 Baby Bros. Now this was the first one I got. He's like the fake ugly one. And then this was the second one I got. This was the older Sine one, and there's nothing wrong with him. And then they made this newer one, so let me know in the comments which one you think looks better. They're both official. This is the newer All-Star Baby Mario, and then this is the older one. Like, I kind of like to think like this could be Mario from the past when he like gets turned into a child, and then this can be like Baby Mario. So we actually did that for a video. Baby Problem. That's where I got that idea from. But I got the BDNA Wingcap Mario, Dr. Mario, and this is actually the Sine Dr. Mario, and they released this like, I don't know how to describe it, like this germ pack or the virus pack or whatever. It comes with these 3 viruses, but I got those too. And before this guy even came out, we tried to make a custom Dr. Mario, so he's a part of the collection as well. And honestly, side by side, it's not too bad. The only thing it's missing is a bigger like thing on its head, and then just some more hair, because this looks like an aged Dr. Mario. This Dr. Mario looks like he's about to retire. This one looks like he just started, you know. So, and then I almost forgot to mention, we have this extra Mario hat just laying around. That was actually from the custom Dr. Mario, so you can like reuse this for something, so I thought I'd keep it. I made it walk off, like what the hell. I have the Super Mario Maker Mario, and I really like this. They did a really nice job with like his tool belt. Like, I really dig that. All around, this is a really solid plush. I love this one. Got Mario riding Yoshi. Mario taking a fat step, or more specifically, the Mario from the Super Mario DS set, I believe, from like 2006. Funny story about this guy. It was actually an accidental order. I didn't mean to order this guy, but I mean, I wasn't complaining. It wasn't expensive. It was like 30 bucks. So I was like, hey, we got a running Mario now. Now that we're on the subject of rare characters, I have the Takara Super Mario Kart Mario with its tag. This actually has like real wheels, so you can like roll this. I really like this, and I'm hoping to like complete this set more, so we'll see. Let's be greasy. Let's get the one with the tags. Let's do that. We got some Galaxy themed characters coming. We have the Ghost Mario, or Boo Mario. We actually used this in a recent video called Cursed Mario, and I really enjoyed that video. I really loved filming it. Love how it turned out, so this holds a good memory now. Then we have B Mario, and this might look a little different from a traditional B Mario you might recognize. This actually isn't fake, and same with the Boo. I think these are actually the Ban Presto Mario Galaxy plushes. Ban Presto, Ban Presto. So I know Sine made a Mario Galaxy set, but for some reason I was able to snag the ones from BDNA, but hey, maybe we'll snag those ones next year. And last but not least, this abomination. The Black Wing Cap Invincible Mario. Like this, I know this is from Mario Galaxy. I included this in a collection a few years ago, and I had no idea what game it was from. Thank you to the comment section for answering that question. So this is from also Mario Galaxy. It's not official, but I can argue it looks cool. It looks better than the big-ass Fire Mario. I'll give you that. I have no idea where I come up with these terrible names. All right, and then we have a Mario Bros. Wii Mario, but with his cap removed. I was really into like New Super Mario Bros. Wii. That's my favorite Mario game, and like I just really liked when you got 99 lives and then you could like lose his cap, or like just the idea of him going like achoo. So that's why we did that. We got the solid silver Mario. I got a Snake Cat Mario and its bootleg, and I'm gonna start trying to put like these side by side just so you guys can see the difference. This is the same character but like two different plushes. You could tell which one looks nicer like right off the bat. This one looks like it wants you to see its receding hairline. It wants you to see it. Right off the bat, I'll say if you want this one, you can easily find it on eBay, but finding these ones are a bit more pricier, but it's on Amazon under the Little Buddy or Sine seller tag. If it's from Amazon Prime, then that also helps it look more official, so that's how you save yourself from getting these instead of these. I started with these ones because like these ones are a bit more pricier, but it really depends where you find them, honestly. The same idea with the raccoon suit Mario. Like, look at this guy. He looks like an actual meme. He almost looks like Waluigi. Like, it's kind of scary. I'm definitely a much bigger fan of the official one. I mean, both of the tails are nice, but this face is just goofy. Same with Squirrel Suit Mario. We got the official and the bootleg. The BDNA Mario Sunshine. We actually used this for the Sunshine video we filmed in Jamaica, and I had a really great time filming that, so another plush that holds a good memory. Appreciate having those. Odyssey Mario. This is a big one. His cap is also removable, and we have a project going on with this one, but it's not released yet. I'll play some footage just to tease it, but like, we did some filming in Italy, and it's gonna come out in the future, but I don't know when. Coming soon. Alright guys, I'm actually currently editing this video, and I realized I made a big oopsie. So I forgot two major plushes of this collection. It's actually the wedding set with the wedding Mario and the wedding princess. Now these two come in a lovely box set, which is exactly why I forgot them. I basically just didn't take them out of the closet, and it was the only two plushes that didn't make it into this video just because of that. So I'm really sorry about that. We're just gonna have to add a +2 to the total end count of the plush collection, because I did forget these two in the video, so I quickly just wanted to state that. So yeah, here's this little mini power-up set of Marios. I really need to show you guys this. So we have Mario in the boot from, I think, Super Mario Bros. 3, or I think in the show they called this like the Karubi. I have no idea. We're just gonna call it Boot Mario. Another Raccoon Mario, but I want to point something out real quick. These are actually significantly smaller than the other ones, so there is a height difference, but it's not too big of a deal. Same with Cat Mario. If I put the other one there, then it's like, this one's actually way bigger, but I just thought I'd point that out. There's actually a whole nother set with this guy that comes with like Luigi, Peach, and Toad, so let me know if I should get that one and do a video about it. I did film a video with these guys, but the mic was like broken or something, so it was like completely silent, so that's the reason you guys never saw it, which is another fun story. Then we have Propeller Mario. I did have a planned video with this, but I didn't even film it yet, so maybe you'll see it in the future. And then last but not least, Penguin Mario, which is the one that I did film. There is a video on this one. My friend also gave me a special video idea with like all of these guys together, but we'll see if that ends up happening. I really like the idea though. And then we got little mini Mario. I think this was actually a keychain, but I cut the keychain off so I can make a mini Mario. We're getting into some of my favorites here. We have the Kelly Toy Mario. This was actually something new I got in my collection this year. I'm really happy I got it. This is the small size one, and it really reminds me of like just Mario 64 in general, because a lot of the artwork had like kind of reddish shoes, and most especially the Mario Party 5 plushes, so I actually really like this. Speaking of which, we have my favorite Mario Party 5 Mario. This still might be one of my favorite plushes in my set, but we'll see. Another Mario Party 5 Mario. Now this one I actually used as a Mario in my like older videos. Like I switched him and then I switched him again. You might see them all again, who knows. Also, here's the receding hairline Mario. This is actually a Mario Party 5 Mario. Well, it's actually the medium-sized one. You'd be surprised. There's actually 3 or 4 different sized Marios in that set, but this is the medium one. He's missing his hat. See, because they look too identical, and this isn't fake, but it's not the same size as this one. So is he like a mutant? No, it's just the medium one. It's like I never knew about it, but I looked a bit more into it, and they actually did make a medium-sized Mario for the Mario Party 5 plush set. So that's a fun fact. Here's my other one next to it. Like it's literally significantly bigger, so it's not fake. And now that we're on the topic, here is his big brother, the jumbo-sized Mario Party 5 Mario. I really like this, but yeah, here's another big Mario. But we're gonna get into big Mario soon. These are just the Mario Parties. The last two are new to my collection. This is a Mario holding a pipe. This is official by Sine. I cut the tag off because I think they look more cleaner that way. Hate me if you want for it, I don't know. But this is really unique. You can honestly use this to like put pencils in it or like candy. I don't even know. Like I think this is really cool, honestly. So if you ever see this around, like just pick it up as like a collectible item. Like you could just like stuff things in it. Like I don't know why I picked Polterpup, but you can stuff Polterpup in there. Like I don't know. Like you can stuff pretty much anything in there, like anyone's head. Just get Luigi in there. This is just so random. It works. I mean, now that we're on the review factor of this, like this has like stuffing in it, like beans in it. So this is a really nice Mario. And last but not least, I said we'd talk about big Mario, so we have a big Mario. I'm just gonna hold the camera to show this off because it's just way too big. I actually got this Mario for Christmas as well. You may have seen me dancing with it on my Instagram. If you haven't, then go follow me on my Instagram. Shameless plug. But this is the All-Stars big, super massive sized Mario. It's around the size of a car seat, I'd say. say you can sit this in like a one-seated chair and it would take the whole thing up. It's pretty big. Like, I'm gonna compare it to like a normal-sized Mario. That's an average-sized Mario. Let's put 2 here. I'd roughly say this Mario is about 3.5 Marios tall with our special measuring method here. So I don't know, just try that out in your room if you have like 3.5 Marios. I almost forgot to mention that I actually removed Dr. Mario's pill, but I still have it so like he can like hold it, but I did the same thing with like the Koopalings wands, and you'll notice that throughout the video. But with that being said, this is the Mario section, and this is really like crazy because believe it or not, in like older plush collections, the other half of the couch would be Luigi, but now there's like barely any room for Luigi. So now this is showing the Mario collection is growing a lot, so it's really cool to see that. I wasn't expecting this actually, probably because of Big Man, he's taking up everything. Honestly, I have to say like this big Mario really has to be one of my favorites, and I'm gonna say the Mario Party 5 Mario. I really love the Mario Party 5 Mario. I'm gonna be listing all my favorites in like each section, and right now for this section, honestly, a close call between like the Mario Maker Mario, the Super Big Mario, but I think we're gonna go with the Mario Party 5 Mario. That has to be my favorite one of this entire like everything here. But with that being said, before we get to Luigi, I think we're gonna move to a little bit of a different section next. All right, so this next section is gonna be power-ups and like items and such. So first to start it off, I have this really big one-up. It's like a pillow size. That went in perfectly. And then I have pretty much the same sized blue shell. They're both like jumbo sized, pretty much. I think they're also just meant to be pillows. But we got also the fire flower. Custom made shine sprite, thanks to my mom. Shout out to her. She is the one that is behind all the customs. She's super talented and awesome. So big shout out to her because I don't actually know how to sew. I hope to learn one day because I'd love to make awesome customs like this. But yeah, we use this for the Mario Sunshine video and it's still here. We have a normal star here. This actually used to be a keychain, but I cut the keychain off just so it can be like a normal power up. Then we have like a normal mushroom. This is the same thing. It was a keychain and I cut it off. They're really nice though for like normal characters to hold. Like I just randomly have Ludwig here, but like for Ludwig to hold this, like it's like a really nice size. So I figured just removing the keychain was a really good idea. And same goes with the red shell. Like especially for videos, removing the keychains just like really helps it like stick in. This is like the same size as a Koopa almost. But yeah, red shell. And last but not least, the green pipe, especially one of my favorites, just because you can like stuff characters in there like that. Like it's great. Oh, and I almost forgot Mr. Banana. He was also a keychain. And I also almost forgot this little star here that I got in a package once. They threw it in for free, so I think I want to get more items for my collection, especially like I saw these mushrooms on eBay that were like a bunch of random colors, like even ones that weren't in the game, like black and like pink. So like those could be like custom made power-ups for like a series or something. But I don't know, I'm just really happy I definitely got like the red shell and the banana. I think the war pipe and the fire flower are my favorite out of all of them, just because they're like really good to use for videos. Like it'd be nice to get my hands on a smaller one-up mushroom or something just for videos. But with that being said, I really like this little corner here. Let's move on to the Luigi section. All right guys, so the first Luigi to start the Luigi corner off is gonna be actually the very first one I got. So this was the Luigi I was talking about earlier that I picked up the same day as the Mario. It's the Goldie Luigi, and I actually like really use this one. As you can tell, like I played with it a lot when I was younger. I used this as Mama Luigi when I watched SML when I was younger, and I just like flopped his head around a lot, and now he's just, yeah. So this is the condition of the Goldie Luigi. This is the plush in its natural state. It's just like, what's up guys? I love it. It's good memories. Normally this is how it would look. Yeah, goofy. And then this is the second Luigi I ever got to replace the other Luigi for its floppy neck. This is the new Super Mario Bros. Wii Luigi, and I picked up the Mario one the same day. And to this day, this one actually looks really nice, so I really like this plush, honestly. Yeah. And then this is the Luigi I use in my normal videos, and I think it complements the Mario All-Star Mario really well, but as its own, like, I think it's kind of goofy looking. Like, I don't know, I think his neck's too long, but I've gotten used to it, and I think I like him a bit more. But there's many more Luigis to come that I like a lot more than this one. We got the Mario Party 5 Luigi, my favorite one, the better definitive looking one. And see, this has to be one of my favorite Luigis as an example, like, honestly. You can't go wrong with this one. And then here's another Mario Party 5 Luigi, but this one just looks a bit different than this one. It's the same thing, it's just like, this one's a bit off, you know? I actually used to use this one in my videos, and it's just, I'm really happy that I was able to replace this one with a less goofier looking one. Because now that they're like really next to each other, it's really bad. Like, this is an official one, it's just, they butchered it so bad with its face. I don't know, they just like put it on wrong. Good memory though. Got a new Super Mario Bros. Wii Luigi without its hat, and fun fact, I actually got the Luigi before the Mario just because I loved Luigi more as a kid. I still like Luigi more than Mario. You know, let's get some love for Luigi down in the comments. Yeah, Luigi's my favorite, and he still is over Mario. So I got a second one of him first over Mario, because I had to pick, and then I got his hat removed, and then I could take his hat off, and you know, put it sideways, and I can make him into a gangster Luigi. Then we have the Kelly Toy Luigi, Mama Luigi. This is what I really wanted as a kid, so now we can compare the two. This one looks dead inside, but they both look just as stupid. I manifested this one's energy into this one. Like, I don't know how I did it, but like, you could definitely see what I was going for. This one just has a certain charm to it we all love. I'm really happy I was able to add this to the collection this year with the Mario one for sure. And on the topic of new ones, I also got this Luigi holding a question mark block for Christmas as well, kind of to complement the Mario one holding the pipe, but I like this one much more. You can hold like bigger stuff in it. Like, this is nice, and this also like has like bean bags in the bottom, so it's like official. And then the Luigi itself just looks like, so I don't even know. That's just the best way I can describe it to you. I don't know how else I could. So then we have a Fire Luigi. Now I'm praying that Little Buddy releases an all-star version of Fire Luigi, because we're stuck with this one. There is no Fire all-star Luigi, so I hope that becomes a thing, because right now the Mario one's like kind of taller, which is kind of goofy, because Luigi's always supposed to be taller than Mario, but whatever. Here's a goofy Mario Party 5 Luigi. Shout out to Super Mario Fanbox, because he was actually the one that gave me this. Then we have the Tanuki Luigis. I have the fake one and the real one, and you know what? The fake one actually doesn't look that bad compared to the Mario one. The Mario one was like literally like that. It was like really bad, but this one kind of lives up, you know. It tries, you know, but this one's still nice. Obviously, we all love these ones. Same deal going on with the squirrels, and especially with like these, like with the fake ones, you have this happens. Look at this. This is terrible. If you have a problem like this, I highly recommend fabric glue. That's a thing, like fabric glue. This would be perfect for it. But yeah, to avoid these things, you can just, yeah. And then same deal with the cats. We have receding hairline Luigi here, and then we have this cute, fluffy, adorable. I actually really love this cat Luigi plush, and sneak peek for a future video, we're actually gonna be doing a giveaway on a cat Luigi plush soon in a future video, so maybe you can guess to yourself what that could be. Who knows? Then we got Mini Luigi. You're gonna be seeing a few of these mini characters throughout this video, and I think they all were also keychains, but I cut them off. We have the baby Luigi family, and the cool thing is they all look completely different. Like, this one makes like this kind of a face, but I think the baby Mario did too, so they kind of just like cloned it. And then these are both official, but this one looks more identical to the Mario, honestly, versus this Luigi being a bit more uniquer, I guess. Has the same head shape as the Mario, but what do you guys think? Which one is better? I'm pretty evened out, honestly. Like this, I have the same opinion about this one, and this one almost looks like adult Luigi being turned into a baby, and this one looks like baby Luigi, who knows. Then we have Builder Luigi. This one's another cool one I really like. This just makes him look like he has no chin, which is kind of funny. And then this one just looks derpy. I love how I'm just roasting all the plushes in this video. Yeah, but this Luigi looks really derpy. I think this is the BDNA one, same set as the wing cap one. I might be wrong about that, but you can correct me in the comments about that if you want. And then we have the two infamous Luigi's Mansion Luigis by Little Buddy, the scared one, and then the normal one, like the ready to go for action, I don't know, NPC stance one. I really like this one over this one just because his hands are like free, but when you're filming a video, I do like to like switch back and forth between these. Like if you see something, he just gets scared and then he just goes back to doing his thing. But I really appreciate having these two together. Like, they're really nice. We also can't forget about Polterpup. Since he's just the most associated with Luigi, I'm just gonna throw him in this set. And now that we're still on the topic, we have the custom Professor Egad. I might want to give him like longer arms in the future, but that'd just be kind of funny, like, because for all the videos you've seen like short arm Egad, and then out of nowhere he just grows arms. Like, that'd be just kind of funny. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. I might see what I can do about that. So keep in mind, I'm still keeping track of how many plushes there are in each section, just so I can have the total tally up for the end of the video. I'm gonna say my favorite in this section definitely have to be the Mario Party 5 Luigi and the Kelly Toy Luigi, just because I've wanted one of these since I could even imagine. But just to have a quick look over here, these are all the different Luigis we have going on here. Alright, next we have the Toad section, and also like helpers and assistants to Mario. You'll see what I mean by that pretty quickly. So we'll start this off by having the All-Star Toad, then the Goldie Toad. This was actually the first Toad I ever got. It wasn't the first Toad I ever got though. I turned my OG one into like a Captain Toad custom, but I'll get into that later. But we have a Goldie Toad here. We have two Toadettes, the fake one, and then they made an official one. Now, I really want them to make an official Toadsworth, because there is no official Toadsworth either. And speaking of Toadsworth, we also have Toadsworth. We have a mini-sized Toad, and I think this also used to be a keychain, but I cut it off. And then this is the other mini Toad that goes with the mini Mario and mini Luigi. You can kind of see it goes with them by how it looks. And then we have the Mario Party 5 Red Toad. Pretty basic design. Then we have the sitting Captain Toad. This is like the basic one. I'd call it basic because it has like nothing in its hands. It's like very plain. And then I don't know if I got this year or last year. I think it was last year, but I picked up the standing Toad before it got too hard to find. So now they can finally be together. Like, sit them together. I don't know. Or they can kiss if they want to go that way, you know? I don't really care. But with that being said, we have the custom Toad as well. This was from an abandoned series I had on my channel. I had some sort of Captain Toad series. I hope I covered this in the iceberg. I think I did. But I had this Captain Toad series. I had a few episodes of it. He even had like a map, donut. This is a Gomu. I don't know if you guys remember what those are. There's a burger Gomu in there too. And this is a sleeping bag. This is a like whole thing made for this one character. But yeah, you can actually put the bag on his back. And this was my custom Captain Toad. This was made from my first Toad I ever got. And this was his vest. Yeah, cool custom. We made this before the Captain Toads were like released. So there's a little comparison. One cool thing about this is a real light. If I put batteries in it, it would turn on and off. So that's cool. Good memory with this though. Even though I deleted all the videos. We had the Mario Bros. Wii Yellow Toad. And then the All-Star Yellow Toad. And honestly, I love the standing ones more than the sitting ones, personally. I think they just look way nicer. This is newer, though, honestly. Then we have the Mario Bros. Wii Blue Toad, and then the All-Stars standing Blue Toad, and they have the same deal going as well. I do like this one more. But, I mean, this one has, like, its own charm to it. It emulates, like, the Mario Party 5 vibe. They had this in red as well. I never picked it up, though. I don't know why. Then I have the Tanuki suits for the Yellow Toad and the Blue Toad. Now, I made a terrible mistake with these. I picked up the fake ones. For all of them, you saw I had the fake Luigi and Mario, but I never got the official ones, and I don't think they're easy to find now, so I'm gonna have to go out of my way to get those one day. But I didn't make the same mistake with Cat Toad. I was able to pick one up, I think, last year, so that's nice to know. We got an official Cat Toad in this set with us. But one cool thing about the unofficial Toad is you can do this with it. He's got blonde hair, so if you ever wanted to know if Toad had hair, he has blonde hair under the Goomba hat, apparently. Or Blue Toad, doesn't matter. Maybe like, they all have different colored hair, you know? Like Blue Toad has blonde hair, maybe Yellow Toad has black hair, who knows? Then we have the first, like, sidekick character I was talking about. This is Starlo from Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. He was also in Dream Team. This specific one was actually made by a fan, so shout out to that fan. I received this in fan mail. I had a smaller one I actually used for the video of this guy, but it looked like crappier. I don't know where that is right now, so we're just not going to include it in this collection, I guess. Just sweep it under the rug, I guess. And then who can forget we have Cappy as well. And then last but not least, we have Gino and Mallow from Mario RPG. I definitely do want to use these guys in a video sometime in the future. I don't know when, but now these are some of the customs I actually got off of that website, Etsy. That's actually the same website I sell my merch on, so shameless plug. But yeah, some sellers off of Ukraine and Russia, those guys are like making a lot of these really nice looking designs. That's where I also picked up the Brutals from, which you're going to see later in this video. So make sure you keep watching this video so you don't miss that out. But one cool thing I especially love about this Gino is that it has like a real chain over here, which is really nice. Definitely a lot of Toads in this collection. I can't think of any more that I would add besides the official versions of these two. So not the bootlegs, because these are the bootlegs. They do look like pretty nice, which is why I didn't like care to replace them. Like, they don't look terrible. But now I don't have them in the collection, and now they're kind of harder to find. So I'll keep a lookout for that for sure. But with that being said, I think my favorite one around here has to be definitely some of the Captain Toads, and definitely the official Cat Blue Toad. I really like this. And I also remember, like, they had a fake green Toad plush. That's also one I don't have. And they also have like these star Toads. I don't know. I'll put some pictures here so I can like show what I'm talking about. Those are kind of weird, but you can find those on eBay, and those exist as well, and maybe some other Toad colors. I don't know. eBay's weird. They have like really weird fakes now. You'll see what I mean once we get to the Bowser section. But with that being said, next section. All right, next we're gonna move on to the Wario and Waluigi section. We're just gonna throw those two together. We're gonna start with my first Wario. This is actually the fake ripoff of the Mario Party 5 one, and then here's the Mario Party 5 Wario next to it as a comparison, and you can definitely tell the difference. But yeah, definitely like this guy more. And then here we have the old Sine Wario. Now this guy is official. He's just kind of older, and he's like way skinnier because they made the All-Star one way larger. But I really like this guy. He has a certain charm to him, and I like his face. And I also started the channel with this Wario. And then this is the All-Star Wario that I use in my videos today. And arguably, I think switching to this Wario was better. It's more of his character, I guess, versus this one. But I do like this one's face more. Just do like a head-body swap. That's an idea, actually. Don't do it, please. And then we have a custom-made Biker Wario from the WarioWare games and Smash Bros. And now this also has like the hurry up on the back. Only thing stopping me from using this guy and making a video with it is I need the motorcycle. So as soon as I get that, you're going to be seeing this guy in videos. Whoa. And then here's a new addition to my collection this year. I got the Kelly Toy Wario. This guy's pretty big, so really nice to have him. And last but not least for the Warriors, we got Baby Wario. Now they do have like a smaller version of this thing, like just for a size comparison. They do have smaller versions of these, but I didn't plan on getting them, but maybe I will. Who knows? I said that in the last collection, but I never got them, so maybe I never will get them. I don't know. But anyways, next we have the Waluigi. So this is the first ever Waluigi I got, and also fun fact, it's the same Waluigi we used as that prop for that last scene in Zombie Season 2 where Waluigi's head gets cut off. And as you can see here, we were able to sew the full thing back together. So yeah, it's all fully intact again. And then this is the second Waluigi I ever got. This is actually official. It's the older Sane version. I can argue that the new one looks way better. And then this is the All-Star Waluigi that I use in my videos today. And I actually really like his face sculpting. They did a way better job with it. Like, this one looks just like way more like, I don't even know, crazy. And then this one looks more like casual. And also his mustache doesn't like fall apart. Because this is the first official plush that ever like did this to me. I've never had an official plush fall apart like this before. So that's kind of crazy. But the All-Star Waluigi never did that. So if you want to get a plush that doesn't like split with the mustaches or whatever, the All-Star Waluigi is really good with that. I can proudly say the same for the All-Star Wario too. And last but not least, we have Baby Waluigi. With the Wario and Waluigi section, there's still not really too much to say besides like the new custom, the Mario Party 5 Wario, and like the Kelly toy. So I guess like definitely the party one has to be my favorite one. The All-Star Waluigi for sure, and probably Biker Wario too. But yeah, we're gonna be moving on to our next section. All right, next we're moving on to the Peach section, or just all the princesses. This includes Daisy and Rosalina. So we're gonna start with my first Peach ever. This is actually a knockoff of the Mario Party 5 Peach. I think I actually got this in the same bulk as the Wario and like a few other characters. One of my first ever eBay orders actually, when I was getting into Mario collecting at first. So I really did start out with like these guys. But I mean, for my first ever Princess Peach when I was like a kid, this was like really awesome because they don't even sell these in stores, right? But comparing it to the actual official Mario Party Peach, like this thing is actually really nice as like a basic Peach. This really reminds me of like Mario Bros. Wii, one of my favorite Mario games. So this gives like a really cool vibe. Very classic Peach, honestly. Like the new one looks like the one from the sports games. Here we have the All-Star Peach now that we're on the topic. And actually, here's the old Sane Peach to compare to it. This is official, so they did an amazing job with the All-Star Peach. They kind of made the eyes bigger. This one was like way more symmetrical, I think. It's crazy how these are both official, but this one's just a bit newer than this one. This one could have been like around like 2012, 2013, and this one's like maybe 2018. 2019. Correct me if I'm wrong. Just a few year difference, but they were able to do so much better with this one. And here we have Mini Peach to go with the other minis. I think this one had a keychain too. And then we have the Cat Peaches, and I was actually able to successfully find an official Cat Peach, just like I did with the Cat Toad. I think I did this for the 3D World video, but you haven't seen that yet, because I think I used the fake ones for Bowser's Fury, and I felt bad about that. So that was a success. I gotta say that the official Peach is way better. If you notice on my fake Peach, like if you really focus on it, if I put its body like this, its head has like a slight turn to it. Like they kind of like defected this Peach. Like in Peach's natural form, she wants to be like this. Like you can tell right now, like she's just looking off to the side there. So yeah, it's just kind of goofy. And then we have the 3 baby Peaches. Now I usually have these babies in triples now. That's a weird sentence out of context. So this is actually a fake baby Peach, and besides all the stuff chipping off because it's old, it was actually pretty cool. It looks pretty similar, I guess, to the official ones. Here's the older official Sane baby Peach, and it kind of lives up to it, but we gotta say this one's much more cleaner. And then this is the new All-Star baby Peach, and what do you guys think in the comments down below? Which one's better? This one has bigger eyes. I think this one looked kind of cuter, I guess. Like, the eyes are just way more detailed, and like I think the pacifier looked more of like a pacifier. This one looks like more like a nose. I don't like Waluigi's nose. And then they made this more of like a 3-dimensional thing. This is like a flat sticker. So, but I like what they did with the crown here. I like this older crown versus the newer one. I like how this is like 3-dimensional. So I don't know why they made this one like a sticker. So they kind of just like switched to these, like, and then we can end it off with a Peach head. Now I thought this would be funny to throw in the video as a plot twist. We actually used the Peach body for a custom plush you're gonna see later in this video. So make sure you stick around for the entire video because you definitely want to get a closer look at this custom. Like, was it even worth it ripping this Peach head off for it? You're gonna have to find out. Some of my closer fans might know what the plush already looks like. And if you're new around here and want to see more videos like this or any of the plushes and videos you see here in my actual videos, then definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell because we do tons and tons of content like this. But with that being said, we're on the Daisy section now. So this is my first Daisy ever. She's fake and her forehead looks terrible. And then this is the All-Star Daisy, the first replacement I ever got to that Daisy. And it's a huge difference. It looks way better. It's even taller too. And then with that same set, we also have the baby Daisy plush. Now I have a funny story about this because if you look a little closer here, you can see that we actually had to sew the pacifier back on. Now what actually happened is we were filming a video called Mario and Luigi Go to Mexico, and I think we brought the baby princesses along, like baby Peach and baby Daisy. And I was using this plush in a scene around like the sand or whatever. And then like next thing I know, I just pick it up and like it's just flat. Like it looked so funny. But we were missing the pacifier. It just fell off because of the water and we had to look for it. And we actually found it. And there's a sewing kit in the hotel room and we sewed it back together, and that's why it's here like that right now. I don't know why I'm poking it like that, but that being said, these two go really well together actually. But that's literally all the daisies in my collection. And now we have all my Rosalinas, and this is the fake one they kind of always had on eBay. I bought it because I wanted to use it in like early videos, but I never ended up using it. So now we have it and it kind of looks goofy. It's cool that they made it though. And then we have the first official Rosalina I ever picked up. I think I only got the All-Star ones for Daisy and Rosalina, but I had many Peaches before then because Peach was like the main princess and I really like it. And on top of that, we have baby Rosalina. And honestly, I really appreciate the fact that they made a baby Rosalina Rosalina and a baby Daisy. Those are two very unique characters, and I think they probably just did it because they were in Mario Kart. But it's nice that we have them now because we literally didn't have fake versions of them on eBay either. And last but not least, we have Cat Rosalina. Now, this is actually the fake one. I didn't even get an official one to replace it. Maybe I should, but I haven't really. And this one still looks alright, but that was all the princesses. Kind of feel the same way I do about the Peach and like princess section as I do about the Wario section. I forgot to throw in that I think I could probably just end up trying to get more rare, older like versions of the Peach plushes from like the 90s or whatever. Even same with Wario, because they did have a few old ones of him too. But the Peach section's looking awesome here. I think definitely one of my favorites has to be the Mario Party 5 Peach, and even the new Cat Peach looks really nice. And definitely baby Daisy and baby Rosalina. But with that being said, let's move on to the next section. Next section we got is the Donkey Kong section, and this is the first one I ever got. It's actually a fake version of the Mario Party 5 Donkey Kong, and here's the official one next to it as a comparison. Now, the biggest thing you can notice is the eyes. These eyes look really creepy versus these eyes look like very normal. And I don't know, this one just looks like way more pale, and this one just looks like way more alive. Like, this is honestly just starting to look like the zombified, like, evil twin brother version of the Mario Party 5 Donkey Kong. But yeah, this is my first Donkey Kong. And then the Mario Party 5 Donkey Kong I actually use in my videos today, but before that, I actually used to use the Sine one, which is this one. This is actually not the All-Star Donkey Kong. I could have gotten the All-Star Donkey Kong, but then I never really end up getting it. Maybe I should get it one day. It looked really nice. We did a giveaway on an All-Star Donkey Kong a bit earlier last year, and it looked really nice, so maybe I should add it to the collection. I don't know, what do you guys think in the comments? But this isn't the only Donkey Kong we have left. I think this is actually a new Donkey Kong I got this year, or back in 2022 to add to the collection. It's actually Donkey Kong holding a barrel, so this is the official version of that. It's kind of like the Mario and Luigi that I got for Christmas, but I didn't get this for Christmas. But I really love this Donkey Kong, and I keep it in my studio, and I love looking at him. And we also can't forget baby Donkey Kong. And for my Diddy Kongs, I have my first Diddy Kong, and then the official Diddy Kong I got after that. There's not really much to say. This one just looks kind of like weird, and this one looks normal. But honestly, the fake Donkey Kong and Diddy Kongs that I had never looked terrible, so they really lived up to the official ones, kind of. So, A. And then here's a fake Dixie Kong that they also made. It was the easiest one to find out of, like, the bunch of them, so I picked her up a few years ago. I know there's a Cranky Kong and, like, a Funky Kong out there somewhere, and they're actually official, but I'm not really crazy about getting them, but maybe we will. Who knows? And then we have another custom plush. This is a custom for King K. Rool. I was actually inspired off a Luigi fan to create it in this way, so shout out to you for that. This is actually basically a Princess and the Frog crocodile. I don't know what his name is, but it's the Princess and the Frog crocodile plush from that Disney movie with all the King K. Rool like accessories added to it. I think it looks pretty cool. I never got to use it for a video yet, and then here's what happened. We ended up finding this other King K. Rool custom, so we ended up getting it. It has the eye and everything, the crown, and it doesn't have a tail, but some have said that King K. Rool doesn't have a tail. I kind of get confused whether King K. Rool has a tail or not. Here, I'm just gonna get the amiibo. All right, I've come to a conclusion. He has a chode. He has like a little chode tail, you know? So he doesn't have the chode tail, but it's close enough. Versus the Princess and the Frog model has like a full-on tail. I think I like this one way more, and you're probably gonna be seeing this one in videos just because it's way more bigger. It's a better size, honestly, for a King K. Rool, but this one's a nice, cute attempt. Yeah! I'm really happy I was able to get a King K. Rool for the Donkey Kong section because it really adds some color to it to have an enemy for it, and also baby Donkey Kong. I definitely think my favorite one for this corner has to be the Mario Party 5 Donkey Kong, but actually even more than that, the DK holding the barrel, that really takes the cake for me. I'd definitely be interested in getting more characters like Dixie or like, you know, other Kong family members as plushes, but for now I'm pretty happy with this Donkey Kong corner because I don't really use too much Donkey Kong related characters, but I have been trying to bring them into videos because I want to add some new characters. But that being said, let's move on to a little bit of a different section. All right, I had to kind of back the Donkey Kongs up to make some room for this section, actually. We're gonna be moving on to the Yoshi section, and this is actually the first Yoshi I ever got. I basically collected the whole Goldie set, kind of going into collecting Mario plushes. Anything that was at the store, basically. I think that's how everybody would honestly do it. I was always a lot younger, and I didn't necessarily have money to buy anything online, so most of the stuff I got at first was from stores, just because it was easy. I didn't have to pay for shipping, obviously. I was doing that. But with that being said, we got Green Yoshi here from the Goldie set. And then eventually I picked up the cleaner version, you know what I'm saying? Like the new Super Mario Bros. Wii Green Yoshi. I actually got the other ones from the set kind of earlier than this one. Talking about yellow Yoshi, light blue Yoshi, and pink Yoshi. And I never got different versions of these guys, actually, besides the fake ones. I really liked these three, especially light blue Yoshi. That was really cool that he had purple shoes. I actually used him as black Yoshi just for fun, because I didn't have a black Yoshi when I was younger. From like SML, like I gave him a chain and everything. And then we got the Mario Party 5 Green Yoshi, and I really love this guy so much just because he stands. He honestly reminds me of this one and this one combined. If you take this and combined it, you would get this. And I love it. And then funny story, Yoshi. Here's another Yoshi I got. Now, this was an attempt of me trying to get this Yoshi, but it miserably failed. I thought I was getting my hands on this or like a bigger version because the Yoshi has multiple sizes as well. And then I ended up getting a fake medium, I think. This was back in like 2017, but that's here, Daddy Yoshi. And then at this point, I basically have a lot of fake and real like colors of Yoshis just kind of like off each other. Got red Yoshi, fake version of yellow Yoshi, fake pink Yoshi. And you're probably wondering why I have so many fakes. I actually ordered like a bundle set to get these because I never had my hands on like red Yoshi and black Yoshi. And then here are the two purple Yoshis I have. I actually got this one from Nintendo World with the All-Star Daisy and a few other ones. I got orange Yoshi from Nintendo World as well, actually. Here he is. I actually really like this guy. I haven't seen a fake orange Yoshi. That's a surprising thing. Leave it in the comments down below if you have. We got dark blue Yoshi. And the funny thing about this one is I actually never was able to find the normal version of this guy. And what I mean by that is like he's official, but he's a physically different sized Yoshi. And that's actually because he's from the Yoshi's Island set, but midget dark blue Yoshi. Just the fake light blue one. This one's really soft for some reason. White Yoshi and the fake white Yoshi. I really like how this one has like blue shoes. They definitely match the game, I think. Then we got a fake black Yoshi and a real black Yoshi. The set even came with a fake green Yoshi. So the reason I ordered this set is I was like really young and I really wanted like more colored Yoshis, but I didn't know that they were gonna be like fake, you know? We all kind of fall into this trap when we first start collecting these, if we use eBay. And then we have Birdo. Now I hope that they actually make a new official Birdo just because her neck's like really floppy and she's kind of weird, but I did want to get her just so we use her for videos, and I'm happy we got her. Wow. And to end this section off, I know we used Poochie on the channel for the Koopalings dog just because he honestly has like this Bowser looking chain, but Poochie is a part of the Yoshi gang, so we got Poochie here. I think I love this section just for the physical fact that we have a lot of little Yoshi heads. Kind of like that scene from Smash Bros. Melee when there's a herd of Yoshis just running. It's good to have just a lot of Yoshis if you want to do like a Yoshi series, like Yoshi Story or anything just like with a herd of Yoshis. So this is nice for that. But I kind of feel like the only reason this is serious is because we have a fake duplicate of every single color. I think one of my goals is to maybe throw in a rare Yoshi in there somewhere. And there's also like a cool Yoshi where he's like holding on to an egg. Or no, it's a berry. He's holding on to a berry. So maybe we should add that one to the set. It would kind of match like the Donkey Kong and like the Luigi holding the brick and the Mario holding the pipe. So who knows, maybe that's an idea. And there's also some like rare Yoshi plushes like from the Yoshi Story plush set, maybe the BDNA one, who knows. Maybe for the 2024 collection we'll see those ones. But with that being said, let's move on to a little bit of another section. Also, before we move on any further, I wanted to add these two Piantas to the Toad and Ally section, like this group here. I found these guys while we were looking through the big piles we had going on here, and I realized these don't belong with the enemies. So I decided to put these with the allies because, you know, they help Mario along the way. They're definitely not enemies. So this little section quickly went from 23 plushes to 25, just to note that. But with that being said, we're gonna be moving on to the Bowser section, and this was my first Bowser I ever ordered. This was actually my very first Mario plush I ever ordered, like, online. So when I received this, I was, like, so baffled. The shell looks absolutely beautiful, but besides that, like, this is a fake Bowser, and it's probably the most common Bowser that ever went around, like, in the early 2000s. Even the pink nose Bowser. But we're gonna compare it to the Mario Party 5 Bowser. This is the old one I used in my videos, and there's, like, a huge difference. Like, just how the face is structured, it's just so different. Like, oh, you can definitely tell by the shell. This just gives me, like, new Super Mario Bros. Wii vibes. Like, when I first got this, I was like, oh my god, this is like when Bowser goes in his shell for Mario Bros. Wii. So this is, like, a really nostalgic plush. I love it. But the Mario Party 5 Bowser just makes you love it even more. I actually got a second Mario Party 5 Bowser just because I ordered it, and then the order somehow got canceled or lost. So that was really sad, and I got my money back for it, but then it mysteriously showed up. Like, it showed up way later than it should have. So I ended up using this one for my videos just because his eyes were, like, wider and he looked more friendly. And then I kept this more menacing Bowser in better condition, just so you know, because he looks really cool. Because they do kind of look different from each other. This one looks just more nice and surprised, and this one just looks more menacing, so. And then here we have the old Sine Bowser. You might recognize this from my older videos, but this is the All-Star Bowser, and this is what came after this, and I gotta say, like, they really patched it up. It's kind of what they did with Peach, honestly. They just took this, and they made it way better. I'm definitely a huge fan of the All-Star Bowser, but I'm about to show you the Bowser that I started my channel with. Now, this is the fake version of both of those. If you put them side by side, you can definitely tell, like, these are way better. This wasn't my first Bowser, but it was the first standing Bowser I ever had, and I really loved it. But then getting this as my first official Bowser, like, you can tell, there's a huge difference in the spike quality. Like, I love it. I don't know what they did with the All-Star one. In my opinion, the All-Star one's kind of lacking. Sine definitely gets the shell, but the All-Star one definitely gets the face. They need to combine these two, like, honestly. And then speaking of the Sine Bowser, we have the Jumbo Large Sine Bowser. Love this dude. And also his twin brother. The exact same plush, but it's custom made into the Odyssey Wedding Bowser. We actually took a separate Cappy plush and decapitated it and turned it into its own hat. So this is actually a 2-in-1 hybrid plush, honestly. But when the time comes, this is the exact Bowser I want to use for the Odyssey video, and I think he looks super snazzy. He's got his little diamonds, like little flex. He's got his ice. nice, you know? We got pimped out Bowser. We got the Bowser puppet, also known as Rouser. Now, this is one of my favorite things I've ever found. I found this in a GameStop. It's Bowser, like, it's just him in a shell, or just Bowser's shell in general. I love this just because simply you can do a scene where, like, normal Bowser's out, and then he just goes into his shell. So you're definitely gonna, you've probably already seen this once for a video. I don't want to use this joke too much, but, like, I can make Bowser go on his shell if he just doesn't want to talk to people or if he's scared or whatever. I was able to get my hands on the Build-A-Bear Bowser. Now, I'm really happy about that just because he looks really goofy. Definitely one of my favorite categories for the plush collection to ever go through because they're always so unique. They always have such, like, awesome faces. This one makes noise too. I'm gonna put it by the mic. So yeah, those are some of the sounds if the mic could pick it up. Just some stuff from Mario Kart 8 probably, but the shells are just kind of like, they are what they are. But the whole fun process about this is just being able to make it. So if you ever find yourself in a Build-A-Bear store in like a mall or something, and you see this Bowser, then definitely give yourself the chance to stuff it and make it. It's really fun. And then we have the BDNA Bowser, or like the N64 Bowser, aka Grandpa Bowser. Alright, now we're gonna start getting into like different Bowser variants. We have the Cackletta Bowser. I really like her because if we ever do a Superstar Saga thing, all we need is a Cackletta, and then we can like turn Bowser into like the Bowser Cackletta from that game. I haven't played Superstar Saga, but once I do, I'll definitely understand the plot to the fullest extent, but I know Cackletta takes over Bowser's body for a bit. I mean, clearly, look at this. Bowser has... And then we have King Koopa. Now, I love the fact that they just went out and did this. Same with Dark Bowser, which you're gonna see soon. Such a unique character and build. And his spikes even look really good, too. Like, it's different. It's unique. And that's why I really like this character. It's unique, and the material is really good, too. It's really soft, besides the orange, like, scuffing and green and whatever they spilt on this. And then we have Dark Bowser. Now, this is definitely one of my favorite Bowsers of all time. We're definitely gonna make a standalone video for this. We did a standalone video for Dry Bowser, so I think Dark Bowser definitely deserves a standalone video. Speaking of Dry Bowser, we have Dry Bowser right here. This is definitely another one of my favorite plushes of all time, especially just because it's also official. Now, here's another thing. I do have the fake Dry Bowser that came out a long time ago, but we actually turned it into the Bowser's Fury Bowser for the Bowser's Fury video. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys remember what it looked like. I'll probably flash a picture of it here. There's also a junior variant you're gonna see later in this video, so definitely keep watching for that. But this guy used to have like a red shell and like just the orange hair, but we turned this into the custom-made Bowser for the Bowser's Fury video, so that's why it looks like that. I might get a replacement for the fake one, but I'm not too sure yet. But the standalone Dry Bowser just looks absolutely beast. And then now this is what ended up happening. They released a fake Bowser's Fury Bowser, and I'm actually planning on doing something with this, and I'm not gonna talk too much about that, but I got it for a reason. Just to do a little comparison, like this is ridiculously different. Like the head sculpting is a whole nother, like look at the little stomach gradient there's going on there. The shell, like we definitely have to make a video with this. So this is one thing I had to pick up for the collection as soon as I saw it on eBay. And I believe this is the last of the Bowsers. We have Meowser. I am so happy they made this into a plush. This isn't even official. This is not licensed by Nintendo. This is just a knockoff from China. But I mean, look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. I swear, these guys they're getting better. They're getting better. So like, this is an insane Bowser. For it to not even be licensed by Nintendo or be a part of Sine or anything, it's almost like ever since the Dark Bowser and King Koopa, they've just been getting really unique with these like different Bowsers here. Like they have the cat patterning going on with the tail. I didn't even know they could do that. Like they couldn't even make a mustache or eyebrow stay on my Bowser like a few years ago, and now they're creating these like cat Bowser variants. Like this is insane. So this is one of my favorites of all time. You are definitely going to be seeing a video or a few with this Bowser. I just love the Bowser section every year just because there's such a variety of them just to see. I'm definitely really happy about getting the Build-A-Bear Bowser just because it adds like a different face to the collection and it's just pretty unique. My favorites definitely have to be like Dry Bowser and the new Bowser's Fury one over there. Definitely Meowser takes a close call too. All-Star Bowser's also like my all-time favorite Bowser. That's why I switched it out from the Mario Party one. The Mario Party one's a close call, but for me, I really like how this one's like standing and it's looking straight ahead versus kind of upward. Oh, I just love all of them, you know? I can say Dark Bowser too. I think I definitely want to add some more rare Bowsers to this collection as well. Just some like obscure, unique ones that like no one's ever seen maybe. We'll have to see about that. But it's safe to say we can move into the Bowser Jr. section, and this is the first Bowser Jr. I ever got. You're gonna see a few of the other characters have weird eyes. I used it for a video called the Koopaling Doppelgangers, but this was the first Jr. And then I was able to find the Sine Jr. we use in videos today. This is the older version. Apparently it's very specific. There's like different versions of the Jr. I'll look into that. Like the 2009 versus 2011 one. And then we have this Jr. Now it's not a fake, but I don't exactly remember which thing it's it's from. The tag is blank, but somebody can comment in the comments down below, because it is an official junior. It's just a bit older, but we picked it up in like 2022 or like 2021. And then we got the All-Star Junior, but he's always got the shades on and the chain, because he's known as Jake from Thug Life. I filmed this alternate series on my channel, SMR Stories, called Thug Life, and he is the main character of that, so he's always gonna be dressed up like this. And then we got this adorable puppet Bowser Jr., aka Rouser Jr. And then last but not least, we have the dry bones Bowser Jr. I was talking about earlier. Essentially, this is what the other fake dry Bowser looked like, but this is the junior form of him. But yeah, we used him for Devil's Unleashed, I believe. He was the Devil Jr. Honestly, the only thing I can say about the junior section is there's one that has a paintbrush, and I think that'd be really nice to get. Maybe to get like a Shadow Mario even created, but that would be for the Mario section, and definitely a clown cart. But with that being said, straight out of the junior section, I was thinking we could move into the Koopalings section, and I think you're going to be noticing some different stuff about this section this year. But anyways, this is just my average Larry I use for my videos. And then this is the fake Larry. Now, I have them all kind of like dressed up. Again, that's for the doppelganger video, but you're going to be seeing a lot of that. Some of them have hoods on, some of them have like, you know, demon eyes, some of them have like third eyes. If you want to know what's going on, just check out the video. And since we're also on the topic of Larrys, I also have Cody that I used for my series Path of the Psycho that I used off of Larry, also on SMR Stories. And then the only new thing probably for each Koopaling, I got a brand new version for each of them, but only Wendy and Larry have this tag, which is the older Sine versions, but really, I was going after the new All-Star ones. I didn't find it for Larry and Wendy individually, but you'll see the other ones I did. And now, I was thinking in the future, I definitely will be giving away more Koopalings, even a whole set at one point, to one individual winner in the future, so definitely subscribe, because I do all kinds of giveaways all the time, and subscribing is the best way of entering them in the future. But I was thinking these specific Koopalings particularly, I was gonna actually hang on to them. I'll talk more about that later. I almost forgot, I have more Larrys. I have Tony from Thug Life as well. He's the second protagonist, side character to Jake. I love his jacket. He's got like also his skull on the back there. And last but not least, we have Little Larry, or Baby Larry, but also this is the Larry from the Yoshi Safari set. They have a Wendy and Morton in that set as well that I want really badly, and I saw a bunch of Wendy's for sale, and I'm getting really tempted, so I don't know, maybe you'll see that in the next collection, hopefully. But anyways, next is my Morton that I use for my videos nowadays, just a worn out official one. And then here's the fake Morton, but again, I said it was dressed up for that video. And if you're wondering if I had Seamus from Path to Psycho as an individual plush, I actually don't, but maybe in the future I might make him into that, because you know, why not? I actually used this Morton for Seamus as well for that. And then we have a brand new official Morton, and you can definitely tell, like, look at the star. There's a huge difference. This is exactly how my Morton used to look when I first got on the channel. Go back to a video in 2016 called Morton's Goldfish. This is exactly how it looked like. And with time, it just looks like this, especially the hair. That's what I'm really worried about. We're definitely gonna get that touched up, but it used to be like this, so it's good to have like another guy like lined up. I don't know if I'm gonna be like switching the Koopalings, what the deal is, but I don't know. I always want to know what you guys think in the comments down below, but for now, we're gonna keep using these guys. But this is my example of having other ones just in case, or just in the back, and actually the All-Star Morton. So I officially found a Koopaling All-Star plush, so that's why I got this. So I'm happy to have a mint Morton and a bunch of mint Koopalings in the collection, and I'm really wondering what I'm gonna do with them over the years. And then we also got Wendy, and I just realized I'm going in Koopaling order. Brand new Wendy, and see, this is what I'm talking about. Even for the new Ludwig, you're gonna see this later. Brand new Ludwig, All-Star. Brand new Lemmy, All-Star. So for some reason, I wasn't able to find Larry and Wendy of that, but I'll still keep a lookout for that. But besides these two official Wendys, I also have my first ever Wendy, the fake one, but again, she's dressed up for that video. So she looks all goofy and like she's a part of the Illuminati, and she's gonna kidnap you if you don't subscribe. All right, I'm done. Next, we got Iggy, and we have a few Iggy's here, actually. This is the one I use in my videos nowadays. This is the OG one I used from the old videos, but it's also in like that video dressed up for that, but I think you guys recognize it. And I have a brand new Iggy. This is All-Star again. I'm really happy I found at least Iggy and Morton in the All-Star form. And then I also have Twist Iggy. This was what I used for Path to Psycho, and then also just for the future. All right, next we got Roy, and this is the one I used for my videos. The first ever Koopaling plush I ever bought even, and it was official. So I've been using this guy since the start. And now recently, I actually ordered a fake version of him just for the doppelganger video. So this is actually new to the collection. You can't see because it's dressed up again, but you can kind of see it like that, I guess. Same deal as this guy, just fake. And then like you were guessing, I got an All-Star version of this Roy as well. He looks way more like newer and different and whatever. Way more strong or whatever. And boom, All-Star. Also, just a shell comparison between the fake ones and the real ones. They all look like this. Next, we have Lemmy. This is the one I use in my videos. And then this is the old fake one I had. It has the eyes for that video. I just refer to it as that video, but it's the Koopaling doppelgangers, but you've already seen that. Then here's the All-Star version. There genuinely is not too much of a difference, honestly, between like this is the Sine older version, then this is the All-Star one. Like, I think they're just rebranding it for the set, but maybe they're just tweaking slight differences, kind of like how they did for older ones. But I mean, there was a way bigger difference between the Peach, for example. Like again, old Sine, new Sine. Yeah, but I don't want to hope for too much when I say this, but I hope they're gonna make like more unique Koopalings. Really like change the shape and size of them, maybe. Who knows? And last but not least, we got the leader of the Koopalings, Ludwig. And if anybody was wondering where did the wands go for the Koopalings that don't have the wands, because some of them don't hold their wands, I have them all in this bag because I like to use them separately in case I wanted Ludwig to have like a different color for some reason, or steal somebody else's wand, or they lose a wand, or so I was able to remove them perfectly. And all you got to do after that is just sew their hand back so it's a fist again, and then it looks really normal. So then you can have a detached wand and then a normal Koopaling instead of them having like forced to hold the wand, kind of like this one. But yeah, Ludwig I use in my videos, the old Ludwig, but he's dressed up like the doppelganger, and the new All-Star Ludwig, and I actually really love this one, honestly. I'm honestly loving the Koopaling corner here, or like, okay, that has a good ring to it. I was gonna say Koopaling section, but Koopaling corner sounds way better. The only thing I can possibly think of for adding to this possible section is like the other Yoshi Safari characters, which are like rare. I haven't seen a Morton, but I could possibly get my hands on a Wendy for sure. But I was thinking more necessarily for like SMR Stories characters. Like I could get another Morton and like have Seamus. I could get another Ludwig and then dress that up for the zombie series Ludwig, because I definitely want to have a memory of that too. And maybe another All-Star Junior just to have like as a normal one. With that being said, that's all I could really think of for this section. The next section is going to be what you guys have kind of been waiting for. This is going to be the interesting part. So in all the collection videos, we kind of have a little villain corner going on here, but in this one, we're going to have more than just the Bowser villains. We are stretching out to extra villain territory here, and most of these are custom, so this is going to be a really juicy part of the video. We have Madame Brood here, leader of the Broodals. This plush is absolutely fantastic. One of the customs I was able to snag off Etsy. We have her little chain chomp it comes with. I don't know what its name. This plush is absolutely amazing. Like, this is something I would have just thought out of in a dream. Like, I don't know how I'm holding this, but I am. So if you want to find this, it's on Etsy. I hope they're still selling it. It's ironically the same website I'm selling my merch on, at shop.SuperLuigiRichie. With the Broodals going on, we've got Topper, got Spewart, Rango, and Harriet. Now they still have a Harriet with the hat, I believe, like her little metal tin hat with like razors. I'm debating on getting that. I'm not too sure yet, but we still have this Harriet, which is good. All right, next we got our nostalgic Midbis. Now this is a Lotso hugging bear plush with a duck's ass on its face, and then like a rabbit's like stomach, like just for extra detail. And this is kind of what it turned out to be. And I'm honestly say it holds up. Maybe we'll just get some new eyes on there one day, like more bolder or whatever, but I'd say this holds up. I think the tusks are like, the whole face just is nice. And this is the back. We just got fabric and we laid it on the back here and filled it up with stuffing, and we also created these separate things. So yeah, Midbis. And then we have our first custom plush ever made, Fawful. Now we've come a long way from this, and you will be seeing another Fawful here. Nice duo here, very nostalgic. But now we have a brand new Fawful, and it's really big now, and he's got arms and legs too. He's kind of in the bigger than Midbis territory, but that's maybe not a bad thing. And you'll hopefully be seeing his return soon in a video. Another custom we have is Phantasma, but you've seen him a lot. Dark Twist related, maybe a Dream Team video in the future. And then we have some Partners in Time plushes. We have a Shroob plush. I'm planning on getting a second one made so we can have two in one scene at the same time. And then we have Princess Shroob herself. Now this is what I did when I was talking about removing that Peach head earlier. We removed the Peach head so we could create this Princess Shroob plush, and we will be using this in a Partners in Time video or something unique of its own. But all that matters is we have a Princess Shroob plush made, which is super important. I'm really loving this corner here, and I really want to add to it. I'm thinking definitely Cackletta, I was mentioning earlier from the Bowser corner. She could definitely get her own plush. But I'm honestly more geared towards like actually just starting to make more videos with these characters, like, you know, like the Shroobs, the new Fawful, like more with Phantasma. So that's kind of where I'm more geared towards. But definitely getting some new villains to like stick in the videos. But speaking of villains, we're actually moving on to our last category, but it's the biggest one. It's going to be all of the Bowser villains, pretty much, or Bowser minions. That being said, let's get into it. All right, so for the Bowser minions, it's gonna be kind of shown off in a random order, but it's gonna be pretty organized. So we're gonna just start with King Boo, more like the King Boo from Dark Moon and after the original game. I think in the original game he had a red crown, but it's the same kind of face. I got this off Etsy along with the Broodals from like probably the same like seller. So yeah, I'm really happy for this one. Then speaking of King Boo, here we have the old King Boo, but this is regularly just a large-sized Boo plush. I actually got this from Nintendo World, but it could also be called Boolossus or the classic King Boo or whatever, honestly. I guess we can just refer to it as the big Boo since we already have King Boo. Other Boos I have is this fake Boo here that I got on eBay when I was like younger. And then I have the official Sine Boo, but it kind of looks different right now. It's kind of like a same situation as Doppelganger. This is for zombie. He's kind of a zombie mob, like a random zombie, smart zombie or whatever. You're gonna be seeing another minion like this, but that's just my bad. But this is official, and you might be wondering, oh, is this gonna be like stained? Am I gonna have to replace it? It's actually not gonna be stained. All I have to do is put it in the washing machine and it's all gonna wash out. And if it leaves a little scuff in the end, then all I have to do is throw it in for another light wash, and it can all wash off. So that's my little secret with that. And all this is fake blood that is fabric removable. So that's just my little tip if you're gonna use fake blood with these characters. But yeah, these are all my spooky ghost characters. This is no particular order. Next we have Chain Chomp. This is actually the official one. Arguably, I'm not a huge fan of this just because this isn't a real chain. You're about to see later what I mean. And his mouth is like shut, but I picked it up recently because I never actually had it in my collection. But this is the fake Chain Chomp, and it has a real chain. This one reminds me of the one from Mario 64, so this one honestly is always gonna be my favorite one, but this one just kind of looks like what a modern day Chain Chomp would be. I also picked this up because I figured Iggy has a Chain Chomp in Mario Bros. Wii, so like maybe one day this could be his. We have Mecha Koopa. We got 2 Wigglers, the official one and the fake one. I have 3 Nabbits, and you guys know this because of the Home Alone video, but the reason I have 3 Nabbits is because I had a fake one. I think this was my first one, and then I tried to get my hands on the official one, but what ended up happening is I got scammed, and I never did like a giveaway or anything on this. I just kind of kept it as like an extra or whatever. Maybe I could turn it into a custom of some sort, save it for another Thug Life, who knows. Then I finally found the official one just in a flea market, and I knew it was the official one because it had the tag and everything, so that's why I have 3 Nabbits. And then I have a Peony Piranha here, and it's really big. Like, it's not official, but it's like really big. Here, I'm gonna compare it to the size of that Nabbit from earlier, like just so you can tell. So I know it's not official, but there is an official version of it, but it's like actually half the size of it, so that's the reason I actually like this guy. So I did score with him. He has a really big mouth. I used him for the Sunshine video, so this guy's a banger. I actually got him from a flea market too, so I found a lot of fake plushes from there, but it was a nice phase of my life. Got a Bomb. I was able to get my hands on a Pokey, which I'm really happy about. I don't think I had that in the last collection. I was talking about that. So we finally got Pokey in the collection. Got a Blooper. Then we got the Sine Shy Guy and the All-Star Shy Guy. I think I like the All-Star Shy Guy better just because he looks like more of his own character, like in Mario Kart or in Mario Party 9. This one kind of looks like a mob kind of, so, but they're awesome to have. And the first Shy Guy I ever had was actually a big Shy Guy. So these are actually 3 different sized Shy Guys, which is actually really cool. Like I can have a big, small, or baby one. We got Monty Mole. We have Spike, and I used to have this fake one actually attached to another fake Lakitu, but I cut it off and it's like a baby one. And then I think I got this last year. It's an official Spike or Spiny. I think it's Spike or Spiny, one of the 2. Correct me in the comment section. I think both might be its name, but I'm gonna go with Spiny. But I like this one way more because it's bigger and it's like it can be someone's pet because it's so cute. Look at him, he's like a little rascal. It really resembles the Buzzy Beetle plush I'm gonna show soon. But yeah, I also like the fact that it's 2 different sizes. So we got like a midget one and like a, you know, he's like the father figure. Gotta have like a whole family of these guys, you know, look at that. Now they're just gonna walk off together and live happily ever after. And then here we have an official Lakitu. Now this was attached to him, but I actually detached it because, simply just because of the Mario Strikers video where he was wearing the whistle, and if I ever do a Mario Kart video where he's the host of that, then I guess I would do the same thing. And it really worked for the video. I think it was worth it to just remove this. And I think it still looks nice. And I also got my hands on that fake Lakitu I was talking about earlier. And then this is the one that had that fake Spiny attached to it. And then I have a big unofficial Dry Bones, but this is gonna resemble the same thing with the Shy Guys, but also the Boo. Here I have the old Sine Dry Bones, and then I'm gonna show you the new All-Star Dry Bones. But as you can tell, it's kind of like the Boo. It's made into a zombie for the same reason as the Boo. So that's my bad on that part. I have to keep him like this for a scene, but it's all gonna wash out. So by the next collection video, he'll be all clean, or another one will be messed up. But yeah, we got these 3, and I especially like the fact that for the All-Star one, he's simply standing versus sitting. It's a huge difference. Like, look at how much more menacing this guy looks for a scene versus this guy. And even him, he can be an individual. He can be his own character just because he's like standing more versus this guy's hunched up and all whatever, but like all small, and this guy's like all stretched out and he can be his own character. The next one I have is the Puppet Piranha Plant. This is actually the only Piranha Plant I have, simply just because I don't like the other ones they have. Like, it's just like the stem sticking out of it. Like, I can control this one. I can be like, hey Mario, I'm gonna get you. It's just a huge difference then from like me just like shaking the thing around like that. So I really like this. Maybe I will pick up the other Piranha Plant just for the collection, so maybe that's something to keep in mind. I have a Cheep Cheep. I was thinking of getting an All-Star Cheep Cheep just because it looks like a little like, I don't know, like better or like more like, I don't know, his face looks like more puffed up. I don't know, it looks more funnier, but I never got that because this is like the OG Mr. Fishy Fish. But let me know if I should get the new All-Star Cheep Cheep and switch it out. I got 2 different kinds of bullet bills, the old Sine one and then the All-Star one. And then here's the big boy. So here we have freaking Bonsai Bill. This is like the humongous bullet bill, the father of bullet bills, the daddy bill. So these are all the bullet bills I have. I don't have a fake one. Next we got Boom Boom and Pom Pom. These are both, I think. I don't know if they made one before the All-Star versions. I think I have those ones because I got these when they first came out. I believe it was like 2016, but like Boom Boom and Pom Pom. All right, next up is a Thwomp. I don't know if this is just meant to be a pillow Thwomp or like just a real Thwomp, but we got this one. I found this in a GameStop and it just has like spiky edges, and I just thought that like this looks a million times better than the other one. But this is like a side-by-side comparison, so just let me know in the comments what you guys think. Which one do you think looks better? This one personally reminds me of Mario Bros. Wii, and then maybe this one can remind me of like the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, because in that one they like all looked like messed up. Then we have Porky Puffer. Then we have Buzzy Beetle. I was talking about him earlier. He looks very similar to the Spike or the Spiny. This guy. They're like brothers, or cousins even. And then we have Spike. I know for an absolute fact this guy's called Spike. He's the one that spits out the spikes. And then I have a freaking family of Goombas and Tristans, so let's just get into it. Here we have the first Goomba, the ugly Goombling. He's so ugly and unofficial that I had to replace him about 10 times. That was probably too harsh, but we have the old Sine Goomba. This is the one I used as Tristan for Path to Psycho. And then we have the All-Star Goomba. This one was the one that was newer after it. This one just looks like more weird. It's more dimensional, I guess, for what the Goomba character is. But this one's kind of more like all together, I guess. So they're both good in their own way, I'd say, for two officials. And then we have the All-Star Pair Goomba. And I honestly really like this guy. All the fake ones were really big and looked really goofy. And I never picked one up when I was younger. But I did pick up a fake Tanuki Goomba because this is very cool, like super unique. So if you ever wanted to do a scene where Goomba turned into like a Tanuki Goomba from 3D Land, then you could do it. So I thought this was like really cool. And last but not least, I got this in fan mail and it's officially a part of the collection and I actually really love it. I keep it in my studio with the midget Mario and Luigi. I also believe this is the Goomzilla Goomba that was in that tutorial. So he probably used that to make this. So shout out to Goomzilla for making that tutorial. Then we have Fuzzy. I genuinely almost forgot his name. And then we have 3 Kameks here, one of them being unofficial, but I got this guy around the first time these like Magic Koopas were starting to come out. So I went crazy when I found this. I think I got it on eBay. And then this is the one that looks like Cody. And then we have the 2 little buddy Snake Kameks. And it has a nice charm to it over this one. Like this one reminds me more of like a Magic Koopa vibe. And like the ones from Mario Parties versus this one being more of like a Kamek to me. I don't know if that makes sense even. Because Kamek and Magic Koopa are the same character, but 2 different names. So like this one's like a Kamek from another dimension. And this one's like the Kamek from this dimension. But who knows? We got the Koopa family going on here. This is actually the first Koopa I ever got because it was in the Goldie set. So I got this from a store. I got this eventually later with like Yoshi and Toad, I think. Because I got Mario and Luigi first. I didn't get this guy the same day, but yeah. And then we have the old Snake Koopa. We actually used him as Billy in Path to Psycho. But comparing him to the new All-Star Koopa, it's like pathetic. I really like this Koopa personally. Like it's just like, I'm gonna say they did the same thing for Hammer Bro, and you're gonna see that in a second. Like they just kind of like made him into his own character. I'd say this one's a successor to this one, but I really like this plush over that one. I like his shell a lot too. But yeah, all around this is a really nice Koopa. I got scammed a few times trying to get this guy, but I found it in a store luckily, so that was good. So yeah, just as a comparison, this is the old Snake Koopa and the new All-Star Snake Koopa. And then here's an All-Star Para Koopa. I'm really happy they actually made this plush, and I think they should make a basic red one, like without the wings. I think that'd be really cool. And then last but not least, we actually got the Puppet Koopa. Now, I thought this guy was actually kind of adorable, and he just like looks like a perfect like announcer character, like all right guys, today we're gonna be doing something awesome. So yeah, I thought this guy was just worth getting. He could be like part of a Mario Party video or something. Now we're gonna get into all the Hammer Bros. Now we have to bring it back to home base with our original character Darren. He's actually the boyfriend of the Koopaling Wendy. And yeah, we just custom made him into a character. He's got like a Hawaiian theme. Yeah, he's like a surfer dude. Got his little surfboard. And then I talked about in the last video about getting an all-star Hammer Bro to replace that, because that was basically this. And then we dressed him up. And we didn't want to take the fit off, dude, because it slaps. So yeah, now we just have 2 of these guys. And honestly, I love it. And I also have his hammer too, because he came with the hammer. I just don't have it here right now. And then we have the old Sine Hammer Bro. And again, here's a humongous difference. You see, and I love what they're doing with the new plushes, because like they used to be all hunched over, but now they're all like stood up and they're kind of like presenting themselves more. Like it's way easier to use them for videos. That's what I like about the new Bowser versus the old one looking up, kind of like for the Mario Party one. But yeah, I do like its face though still. It's really nice. It's even hard for him to like show his hammer because it's like so close to him. As for this one, it's just kind of out here. And then last but not least, we have the ugliest Hammer Bro ever. This just looks like a mistake. But they did make a Boomerang Bro and a Bomberang Bro. Yeah, that's a real thing. They made one that throws bombs, and it's unofficial, but I never picked them up. But I did see them. Alright guys, the last 2 are the craziest in my collection. I have a custom-made King Bomb plush. I also got this from the same website, Etsy, as I got the Brutals from. Very nice. The only downside is arms are sticking out, but usually when I'm filming a video with him, I just kind of like to do this. You don't really see my arms, but yeah. I really love this plush, and I'm happy that it's really big, and I'm definitely going to be happy to use it for like any Mario 64 related content. Kind of like the Lego set video for the question block. And last but not least, one of my favorite plushes of all time. This guy's so big, I have to adjust the camera just so I can show you guys. It was literally too tall to fit in frame. We have King Womp. This is an absolutely huge plush. I'm gonna bring out a Mario just so I can compare it. This is the All-Star Mario compared to King Womp. It's absolutely ridiculous. You'll probably need 1, 2, you'll probably need 3.5 All-Star Marios to like match this guy's height. I got this off Etsy, the same website where I got the Brutals and King Womp. And if you're wondering how much this was actually a whopping $500, guys. This is a $500 plush, and I had to wait around 3 months for it, and at one point, it was like just a nightmare to get my hands on. I had the whole story of it on SMR Studios and the unboxing video of it as well, if you want to go check that out. But yeah, it was a hassle to get my hands on this, but eventually I did, and you're gonna be seeing a video with him next year, because we already covered the King Babam video, but I was thinking we would make a sequel to that and introduce King Womp. So yeah, guys, with that being said, we're gonna put all of the minions here, and that's the last section of the collection. And yeah, guys, with that being said, those are all the minions, and it's always been the biggest, like, most crowded part of the collection. There's always such a variety of them, and there's always duplicates. I'm hoping sometime in the future to get some new minions like the Charging Chuck, which is kind of a rare one, or I don't know, just more of a variety, I guess. But if there is another minion that pops up that is kind of a duplicate but looks different enough, then that'd be awesome to add into the collection, and even maybe some customs, you know. But with that being said, guys, this is the entire collection. We're gonna quickly do a roundup of how many there are. So our total number of Mario plushes inside this collection this year for 2023 is a whopping 280 Mario plushes. And with that being said, guys, this was the entire Mario plush collection for 2023, but don't get going just yet. I'm gonna be showing a really slow pan around, nice like little montage of the entire collection close up, so you're definitely gonna want to take a look at that. But I also wanted to get your guys' thoughts on what other kinds of collection videos should I do in the future, because I do have more plushes besides Mario characters that I use for different videos. So if you guys want to see an extended Super Mario Richie plush collection that isn't just Mario, it has like Pokemon, other video game characters, even characters I had before Mario, then definitely let me know and I will do that. A Super Mario Richie Deluxe plush collection or something like that. And I also have a lot more Mario stuff that isn't plush, so if you guys want to see an ultimate Mario collection of everything I ever have that's Mario related, then I can also do that on the channel too. Just let me know in the comments down below. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys enjoy the montage I have for you.